Good evening, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Leimeister, Superintendent at State Street Academy. And I don't know if you know this or not, but March is reading month. And so I'm really excited tonight to bring you a bedtime story. Now, for those of you who know me pretty well, you know why I picked this book, because I am a beekeeper. I love, love, love bees. Yes, I've been stung, oh gosh, probably at least 30, 40 times. So you get kind of used to it after a while. Unless you're allergic, and then that wouldn't be good. So tonight I have These Bees Count, and I will be reading this story to you this evening. You can see that I am in my favorite spot. I have my little table over here where I have my cup of tea. Over there I have lots of pictures on the wall. So this is where I come to think and have some quiet time. And so tonight I thought I would share my quiet time with you. And also I have my favorite blanket. So I hope you enjoy the story. These Bees Count by Allison Formento and illustrated by Sarah Snow. Wait till you see these illustrations. They're fabulous. You may have noticed I have my Christmas pajamas on, but they're kind of new for this year. And they have dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. I hope you like dinosaurs. Should have read a dinosaur book. Here we go. Mr. Tate's class loves taking field trips. Today, their bus went to a farm. You see that very good? There we go. I'll make sure I'll try to push it up. Farmer Ellen led the class through a big field. There weren't any cows, horses, or sheep. There were only bees and tall flowers. Amy picked a flower and twirled it. Eli looked around. Is this a flower farm? Farmer Ellen smiled. No, but we grow lots of wildflowers. Making sure you can see the pages. They walked through a grove of blossoming apple trees. I have 2 trees in my backyard. My bees absolutely love them. Is this a tree farm? Natalie asked. Trees grow here too, Farmer Ellen said, but at the Busy Bee Farm, we farm bees and honey. Honey tastes good, said Jake. Eli held on to Mr. Tate. Bees sting. Only when they're angry or afraid, said Farmer Ellen, and beekeepers always dress for safety before visiting the hives. That is so true. I always make sure I wear my bee suit. Farmer Ellen took everyone to a small shed. Mr. Tate helped give out beekeeper gear. The children pulled white jumpsuits over their clothes. Shin smoothed the net over her face. Here comes the bride. We look like astronauts, said Jake. I feel safe in here, said Eli. Look at their nice bee suits. Eli, he's so cute. Farmer Ellen showed the class a field full of tall boxes. Welcome to the bee yard. These are bee houses, or we also call them apiaries. Honeybees live here in hives. Most fly out each day to work. Bees work? Jake asked. Yes, they collect pollen, which is tiny powder-like grains and flowers for their food. This powder is carried on their legs to crops, flowers, plants, and trees, and helps them grow. Sharing pollen this way is called pollination. Sharing's good, said Shin. Sharing is good. We have very good sharing students at State Street Academy. Oh, I'm messing up the book. Farmer Ellen pushed a can with a long spout into a hole in the back of one bee house. This smoker will help us see the bees. She squeezed the handle and a wisp of smoke puffed out. Hundreds of bees followed the smoke trail and flew into the air. Farmer Ellen said, now watch them work and hear what they say. Bees don't talk, Amy said. They do, Farmer Ellen said. Listen to their buzz. Everyone watched and listened. This is what they heard. I don't know. I smoke my bees, but they don't seem to follow the smoke. But they do run into the center of their hive, and the smoke seems to calm them down a little bit. You don't want anxious bees when you're messing with their honey. One by one we zip up high, buzzing through the bright blue sky. We fly over to waving dandelions, inviting us to visit. Oh, it's a counting book for those friends in kindergarten. You're going to love it. Oops, I missed the page. We find 3 wild strawberries bursting with sweetness. 4 apple blossoms tickle us with soft petals. Oh gosh, those strawberries look good, don't they? Oh, and they're so pretty. I love apple blossoms. 5 poppies stretch tall, greeting us like best friends. We stop for a drink where 6 farmhands water a crop of raspberries. Bees sure get thirsty, Jake said. Shh, said Amy. They're still buzzing. That is true. I always have to have water available for my bees. Luckily, I live right on the edge of a swampy lake. And did you know that bees prefer swamp water than they do to clean water? It's amazing. We see 7 clovers dance in the sunlight. 8 flowering cherry trees shimmer pink and white. Look at those beautiful trees and flowers. No wonder the bees like them. They're so pretty. In the garden, 9 shiny pea pods flutter in the breeze. Before we fly home, 10 tulips stand and nod, thankful for our pollen. Buzzing, flying, working, we do more than you may know. Each of us is nature's farmer, helping food and flowers grow. A little bit of rhyming there. Isn't that pretty? Almost done. What did you hear? Asked Farmer Ellen. Bees count, Shin said. Why else are bees important? Mr. Tate asked. They make honey, Natalie said. Yes, said Farmer Ellen. Bees drink nectar, a sweet liquid from plants, and carry it back to their hives. Why? Asked Natalie. Juice inside a bee's stomach changes the nectar into honey, said Farmer Ellen. Bees spit the honey into a honeycomb made from beeswax. Ugh, you mean I'm eating bee spit on my toast? Yuck. Sure tastes good, though. Then worker bees dry the new honey by flapping their wings faster than we can blink. Jake and Natalie tried flapping their arms as fast as bee wings. I don't know if we can go as fast as bee wings. They go pretty fast. Amy knelt to watch a bee on a clover blossom. Bees sure are busy. Yes, said Farmer Ellen, and without bee pollen, crops wouldn't go and we would not have food to eat. Eli said, You know, bees are nicer than I thought. Farmer Ellen smiled. It's time to check the hives. Everyone helped slide wooden frames from the bee houses. They found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 golden honeycombs. Wow, that's a lot. Farmer Ellen said, to get honey from honeycombs, we'll use an extractor. This machine spins honey out, which then flows into jars. We put a cap on top and label the jar, all ready to take home. I actually do that in my garage. I have an extractor too, and it looks almost identical to their extractor. It's so cool in the end to see the honey come out. Before the class boarded the bus to leave, Farmer Ellen pulled jars from a crate. Would you like a gift from the bees? Sweet, said Jake. Thanks for the honey bees, shouted Natalie. And for helping plants grow, said Shen. A bee whizzed past Amy's ear. She waved at it. Buzz to you too. There you go. The end. And that was a great story. So tomorrow morning we are having our Student of the Month award ceremony at 7:45, and right after we have the ceremony, those who were picked for showing respect this last month will be awarded a pancake breakfast for them and their families. So I hope you received your invitation. If not, after I get done posting this video, I will also be posting the names of the students again. So hope you have a great evening and look forward to tomorrow evening about 7:30. We'll have another story. I hope you had a great weekend.